World War II brought about countless technological advancements. Among the pioneers of these advancements was Wernher von Braun, a German rocket scientist. He specialized in liquid fuel rocket engines. During World War II, he was part of a team which developed long-range rockets. One of their greatest achievements was the V2 rocket. This rocket could deliver 1 ton of explosives to England from 190 miles away. The head of Gestapo, Heinrich Himmler, tried to arrest him because he refused to give up control of the rocket project. However, von Braun was such an asset to the Nazis that Hitler personally intervened to protect him. With the Allied forces getting closer to Berlin, von Braun would soon become an asset for the United States. In Operation Paperclip, the United States attempted to secure engineers and other technical professionals who were enemies during the war. Under this operation, von Braun entered America and signed a contract with the Army.
He didn't care who he worked for, basically. Long as he could do what he was working on rocket research, he was happy.
He became the technical director at Fort Bliss. In his free time, he wrote papers exploring the use of his V2 rocket as a high-altitude research tool. He continued to advocate for space travel. He and his team built the Jupiter-C, Redstone, and Juno rockets for the United States space program. Jupiter-C was the rocket that propelled Explorer 1 into space. He was appointed head of NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in 1960. Within 2 years, the responsibility of his position would grow tremendously. In 1962, the United States space program was substantially augmented due to President John F. Kennedy's speech at Rice University.
Why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
We'd say, I don't think so. I mean, how can we do that?
Well, we didn't really know whether they would or not.
President Kennedy took the stand that we would, do better than Russia, and eventually we did.
And we explored the planets which we never thought we'd ever dream anybody could ever get to the moon. Isn't it mind-boggling when you think about it, really?
Throughout the decade, von Braun and his team worked towards this goal. He oversaw the development of Saturn V, which was the super booster that put Apollo 11's crew on the moon.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
All the men were lined up, all the cameras, everybody watching from all over the world.
Well, we accomplished what we set out to do, and it paid off.
Well, you're breathless because you're hoping everything will go as planned.
On Apollo 11.
Shadow. 4 forward, drift into the right a little. 30 seconds. Forward drift. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're going to be busy for a minute.
Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon.
And then when he got out and said, one small step
for man, one giant leap for mankind. It's different, but it's very pretty out there. that something? Magnificent sight out here. Magnificent desolation.